There are a lot on Kobo Plus, which is like $7.99 for unlimited streaming per month. It doesn't have a lot of the big ones, but it has a lot of indie titles, and the royalties from there are actually better, way better, like exponentially better. For a 15-hour book full listen on Kobo Plus, the author, DM Darcy is one of my authors. The author gets, we split it, but we got paid around $17 in royalties for one full listen. We get $2.15 for that same book on Audible. Also, LibroFM is great. The royalty, Kobo, Kobo. Kobo Plus is the streaming platform, and they also combine it with ebooks. I think that one's like $9.99. So, they're great. And also, if they're wide, they can be in libraries. LibroFM, you can designate a local bookstore that gets a percentage of the money that they bring in, and you can buy in cash and also with credits. But they run crazy sales. Like, they've got a fantasy sale right now going on where like the cheapest is like 69 cents and the most expensive is like $8. So like I've spent, I don't know how much money on LibroFM. Chirp is another really great one. Chirp books, it's just audiobooks. And they have freebie Fridays. So like every Friday they send out like a list of like 5 to 6 books that are free. It's designed to get you to buy them, but like they're specifically about like massive sales. Like I've got a thriller up right now that's 99 cents. If you're interested, it's called Little Doves. And then also DM Darcy's dark romantasy book, which is the 15-hour one I was telling you about, is $2.99 right now on Chirp. So, and they're all about bundles. So you can find like series bundled for really cheap, etc. And I'm not saying like leave Audible behind. There are some things you can only get there. A lot of indies will have to do royalty share, which is only available on ACX right now without other arrangements. But if we can disperse more fairly where the money is, then either we reduce their market share and they have to offer better plans, is the goal. I mean, it's not really sticking it to Bezos or whoever is one thing, but it's really also about supporting authors because all of those places I just named pay their authors better than Audible, and Audible does no work. None. ACX, they host it, and then they pay the author at most 40% of the royalties, which is ridiculous. Yeah, and I think that's part of the problem, Russ, is that people don't know. Like everyone's like, "Oh, it's Audible," and I think they have 60% of the market share. But even with that's the case, like, so I'm going to use Darcy's book, As Above, So Below, as an example. We sold, since we went wide with it, we sold 66 copies on ACX, and we sold, in a month and a half, and we sold 70 plus copies outside of Audible. So, and also, it was the most amount of like sales, if like how much people paid for the audiobook. It was $1,000 something, and we only got paid $250 because they pay 25% in non-exclusive royalties. Whereas we sold 25 copies direct from our website and made almost $200. So like the per unit amount that creatives get from not being on Audible is just exponentially better. There's really, really no competition. So. And again, it can be in multiple places, which is lovely, like libraries and stuff like that, like people who need access. Libraries are amazing. But yeah, Kobo, 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 they have a subscription thing and they also have a streaming thing. LibroFM and Chirp and your libraries are the places I generally go to. I tend to avoid Everand. Everand/Scribd, they pay shit. I'm talking like 3 cents on some partial listens and stuff. But it's another, and I've also heard that since they were taken over by Everand that there have been restrictions put in place that are not great. But yeah. You know, but Storytel's great if you have access to Storytel, although that's mostly European, but they pay decent. Spotify is meh. If you go viral on Spotify, it can pay really well. Otherwise, it's kind of meh. Especially for longer books, because you only get those 15 hours with your prescription subscription. So books that are longer tend not to get listened to on Spotify. But buying direct is almost always best. Like if you go to like pageandpj.com, we have titles that we have produced with our authors, and then we split those royalties directly with the author, and the only fee taken out is the digital fee that the provider is, which is I think it's like 3%. So if you spend $15, we get $13.25 or something like that, and then we split that with the author. So then each of us gets $7, and that enables the author to pay less to us out of pocket, but we recuperate the money faster with fewer sales, right? Like that's a business thing. So anyway, thank you for listening to me rant. I'm sorry. It's something I'm very passionate about is fair representation of authors and narrators. And if we can get more people to buy direct or at least diversify where they spend, I think that can only help make things more available and make sure that creators are compensated fairly. Hey, Catalina, you missed my rant. Russ is probably like, and goodbye. I'm tired of listening to this woman. Was it BookFunnel? We distribute through BookFunnel as well. A lot of BookFunnel is indie built, and they do a lot of stuff on the back end to help support. Yeah. And do ebooks and audiobooks, which is one of the reasons we chose to distribute with BookFunnel, is they have integrations with various websites. They have like newsletter swaps. They do a bunch to support creatives on the back end. So I don't mind paying for the audio subscription with them, especially because they handle support. And so like Damon is great. No, it's not a catalog because every author sells it differently. They don't collect money or anything like that. They are just the building, the support, and the delivery system. So you would have to go to like different people's websites and that kind of thing. I am part of a directory called Buy Direct from Authors, which has a list of like 95 different participants, authors and narrators. That is kind of like a directory where everybody kind of sells on their website. So you can kind of browse that way as well. But yeah, like our site right here, if you buy from us, it's all delivered to your BookFunnel app. So thank you. I'm still getting used to them. Apparently I'm supposed to wear them all the time.